Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is currently like 10 at night and I am annoyed. The thing that I'm having an issue with in my basement today is that mold has been growing on my plant pots. Specifically the Terra Cotta ones, not the plastic ones, which is good because it means that it's something that I can control more easily. I just have to make sure that some of the plant pot's surface is inhospitable to mold. So, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I get rid of mold off of my plant pots, and then I'm going to paint them up, because, you know, the one pot that I painted a couple weeks ago is doing pretty good, and it has no mold on it whatsoever, so let's give that a shot. In the grand tradition of things, I'm going to start with the pots that need the least amount of help. So, my sansevierias. These actually live on that dresser now instead of on my plant table, so they've been largely removed from the mold issue. However, they have not completely escaped. That, like, white shiny stuff on the bottom of the pot is mold. It's growing mold. And that's just because the surface of the terracotta pot is porous, which is super useful when I have plants like this that like it a bit dry, because this allows me to control their drainage and moisture levels a lot more easily. However, not with having mold, because, you know, my dresser's right there, I sleep right there. So, to the solution. My solution is, as it is for many things, bleach. The properties of bleach that are going to help me here are that, first of all, it kills mold. Bleach kills most things, including people. Don't drink bleach, kids. And it won't penetrate well into the surface of the pot, so it won't hurt my plant. Just in case, I've watered the bleach down. Over here, I have a solution with a little bit of bleach. I'd say it's about 1 part bleach to 5 parts water-ish. So I'm going to take a rag and sort of murder all of the mold that's growing on the outside of the plant pot, because I think that that's really where the issue is the outside. And then I'm going to paint over where the mold was so that it doesn't have a place that it can grow again. Oh, I made the solution significantly colder than I thought I had. Also have to be very careful because I'm wearing Bulbasaur right now, and if he dies, we all die. Just going to start by wiping off. And I have a spinny, like, Lazy Susan type thing. From what I understand, it's primarily used in art, which is fine because that's what we're about to do. But that's just quickly and quietly murdering the bejesus of all of the mold. Okay, so that is the surface of my pot cleaned. And that's pretty much what I do whenever I have issues with mold. So the first design I'm going to do is the same design that I did on my Sansevieria cylindrica pot. As you can see right there, it's just like kind of smooth strokes in black, 2 different tones of like silver and blue just going down the pot. For my materials, I'm using pretty much all apple barrel paints. Why? Because they're cheap. And I'm broke. I have this black, I have this silver. This is actually from folk art. This is sterling silver, gunmetal gray, and then this is just black. Because, you know, there's only so many words that you can use to say black. Ooh, I guess I could call it like abyss or something. That would be fun. The last color is Apple Barrel Caribbean. This is the same brush that I used for the other one that I already did. I kind of want all of my Sansevierias to match. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm spacing these out kind of randomly because this is going to be a relatively asymmetrical design. Nature is asymmetrical. If you have too much symmetry in nature, you've done something wrong. If you don't make airplane noises while you're painting, you're not valid! Okay. She's finished. Oh, look at that. Why do plants always fall on me in these videos? Oh ho ho, you couldn't see that. That wasn't in frame. So here's the first one done. It's gonna match my other Sansevieria, which is very exciting because I love all of my Sansevierias equally. So this is a Sansevieria Golden Honey. I don't think I've ever shown him before, but he's wonderful. He's gonna stay very compact and small like this, and he's already having babies. So first, we're gonna clean our brush. The thing about this pot, it's a different style of pot than the other two, so this is gonna take longer. And this one didn't have any mold on it, so that's why I didn't do any bleach on it. See? It's fine. It's fine for now. Alright, so here is the pot for my Sansevieria Honey. And, hopefully this doesn't yeet itself out of its pot again, my Sansevieria Trifasciata. May you both be mold-free. So now, we're going to turn to one of the plants that have been very badly affected by the mold. Or at least on the outside of the pot. I don't think that any of the mold has reached the inside of the pots, which is very good, because that means that I would have to, you know, bleach them more and be more overkill. So here we see my beautiful, gorgeous Christmas cactus. I love my Christmas cactus. It was one of the first plants I ever got, and it hasn't, you know, failed me like all of the others. So, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do kind of like an interesting wavy design. Oh god, I just touched the mold. I'm gonna die. So, first we start with cleaning the pot. Oh no! My poor son! You can see where I touched the mold. Ew, first of all. Second of all, and also third of all, it's such an issue. I don't know where it came from, but we're gonna scrub it off. Get thee gone, mold! Quit making my plants sad. So since there was so much mold and nasty, I'm also gonna wipe it off with a paper towel. Why? Because I can. For this one, we're going to use a big flat paintbrush. So, given that I have this lovely spinny art thing, I'm just gonna take my brush and make some interesting looking irregular waves. I quite like that. I think that anyone with kind of moderate painting experience would be able to do that. Not even moderate, maybe. Just, can you hold a brush? Yes? You can do this. This is my Crassula ovata, Gollum's foot, Shrek's ear. I've heard so many names for this little guy. What I was thinking of doing with this one is, again, imitating the plant. I really like how its leaves are just kind of like these weird shaped tubular growths on the plant. So what I'm gonna do after I disinfect this bad boy is try to imitate that with my design. First things first, to disinfect. Because it's not got a lot of mold growing on it, it's just like a really thin like sheen. Which is kind of scary and I'm not here for it. Please don't fall out of your pot. I know that you're very top heavy. So for this one, thinking I'm gonna do some weird curly swoops. I am quite happy with that design. Methinks, oh no, I got gesso on my plant. It's fine. It never happened. I never got gesso on my plant. Oh, she's interesting. No! I got black paint on my plant. Oh, I'm a terrible plant. I really should just, like, repot my plants after I've painted their pots. But, you know, since when have I had common sense? I am not mad at this design. In fact, I think that's very fun. So thank you guys so much for watching and joining me while I painted all these up. I really needed to get this done, so this was how I decided to make myself do it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. No! You got gesso on Bulbasaur! Okay, I need to stop now, because I keep getting gesso on Bulbasaur.